Oh man! Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some more video game music, of course, and today we're going to be doing a song that I'm actually very excited and very interested to hear. And today we're going to be checking out the battle theme for Metaphor ReFantazio, which is the new game coming out this year from Atlus. And if you don't know who Atlus are, they are the studio that have created the Persona series, a very famous Persona series, and Shinigami Tensei and other things. I hope I said that right. Other series as well. So very famous JRPG series, and also very famous for their incredible soundtracks. We've listened to quite a bit of Persona 3, 4 and 5 on this channel, so if you like the Persona series soundtracks, check out the channel. So I'm really fascinated to see and hear what this is going to be like, if it's going to be the same sort of very much funk sort of jazz kind of style that the other soundtracks have gone for, from the Persona series in particular, or is it going to be a bit different? So I'm very interested to know. So before we go into the reaction, I think what we'll do, I think we'll listen to this because it's the battle theme. It's a couple minutes long. We'll listen to the whole thing all the way through without stopping, and then afterwards I think we'll discuss it a little bit, and then we'll listen to it again. But before we do that, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I would very much appreciate that, very much. And if you please let me know what else you would like to see in the comments below. Anything from, if there's any more songs from Metaphor ReFantazio, please let me know what they are, because I would love to listen to them. And other songs from Persona or anything else like that, please let me know in the comments below, and we'll get those done. But now we've gone through all of that, as per usual, let's get into the reaction then. And let's do our first initial listen of Metaphor ReFantazio's battle theme in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh man! Oh, that's okay. Then it fades out as it starts again. Okay, and it repeats itself, clearly. So let's go back to the start. That is very interesting. Very interesting. And it makes me quite excited, right? Because Atlus are probably one of my favorite developers. And anytime they release anything, I'm very excited, because I love all of their work, really. Well, at least all the work I've played. You know, I haven't played everything they've made. And I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for this. And this does seem to be taking like a more, I don't know, classical fantasy turn in comparison to, you know, the Persona series. Kind of how it feels in the way that the music is orchestrated, which is very fascinating, very fascinating. And this is probably, well, I mean, at this point particular of the year, I'm struggling to think of anything else, any other game that I'm looking forward to more than this one. So I'm really interested to see how this one goes. But I think we will get straight into the second playthrough and talk about it a little bit more right now. So that's that is a real classic JRPG entrance into a battle theme. It reminds me of Uematsu or Soken, you know, that kind of big hits and these big heroic sort of sounding swings on the horn section, on the brass section as well, to kind of bring you in, and the strings underneath it to keep that kind of pace along. It's just it's a very much a classic JRPG sounding battle theme start. That's what it sounds like to me. And again, the sort of the very classic kind of build up of tension within sort of a song like this, or an orchestral piece. We've got the higher strings kind of moving, but then you've got the hits with the lower strings as well. The boom, 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 dum, 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 do. Very much kind of carrying the tension along from bringing us into the battle, very much. Now this vocal, which confused me very much when I first heard it, because I did not expect this at all. But it's very interesting. I haven't watched much about what the game is, right? Because I kind of want to go into it. But it kind of sounds, it almost at the start sounding like a tribal chant, but then I'm wondering maybe if it's a bit more like military-esque in terms of like a more traditional military kind of battle chant or something like that, or maybe I'm not sure, but it's definitely got that kind of sharp rhythmed, kind of regimented kind of delivery to the vocal, very delivered very straight, which is very interesting. I wonder what it means and why it's there. Really interesting. And you can hear in the vocal, as the song builds, the vocal does as well, and it gets a bit more kind of visceral and kind of more aggressive, and how it's almost being shouted in a way, and that's kind of, you know, it starts kind of more chanty and then goes to being quite aggressive. It's really interesting. That's beautiful, man. That's just classic, man. You can't, like, just the beautiful soaring brass section. You just can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. And again, to bring us into that with the high orchestral sounding more, yeah, the high orchestral voices as well, really makes it sound grand and epic. Really lifts the scale up, you know. It sounds fantastic. Really cool. This is the interesting thing, right? Because you had the vocals and again the brass section taking the melody line there, which sounds huge, like it's really grand and epic. It reminds me of some of the music in Elden Ring, and it's just a really interesting kind of direction. It sounds very much more, as I said after the initial listen, this is very much more classical fantasy as opposed to that kind of merged fantasy that they have on Persona, which is very, you know, kind of modern but fantasy, and very kind of, they have that incredible music but incredible like funky music, and this is very different. This seems more traditional JRPG, which is really exciting, actually. Really, really exciting. They're kind of going back into the verse section. I'm back again with a chant, but the music kind of allowed some breaths underneath to get kind of really accentuate those hits underneath it. I think it sounds like a clarinet or something playing as well, maybe. It might just be the strings, can't quite tell. And then it kind of blends in and repeats itself and goes around again and again and again until you win the battle. Of course, that is the point of the battle theme. Fascinating. I'm gonna have to go and look and see if there is more, because if there's like a main theme, there must be a main theme out. There's a battle theme out, there must be a main theme out, because that's gonna give us a lot more clues as to what sort of soundtrack we get to expect from ReFantazio, and a lot more of the vibe of this game. Is this gonna be a more traditional JRPG? I mean, when we look, we see that this looks like gods and stuff at the top corner of the small screen you can see on my screen. Gods fighting each other. That's very JRPG. But then again, there's modern buildings as well underneath the logo. So I don't know, but I am fascinated to know, which is probably the right thing. Let me know what you thought of this in the comment section below, and please, if there's anything else from Metaphor ReFantazio, please let me know, because we will certainly look into it, because I am very much intrigued to see what this game is. Now, if you enjoyed this, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. And as I said, let me know what you'd like to see on the channel next, not just from here, but from other games too. But also, please do also follow me on my Twitch and my TikTok as well. And the links to that will be in the description below. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.